So let me tell you a little story. Many years ago, I was taking care of athletic complex, and one of the fields I had was a baseball field that our local high school teams use, and they use the shit out of it. As many games as they possibly can play on it. And in the first year I was doing this, I was tasked with this thing that had kind of fallen to bad shape after a few years, and I was tasked to bring it back up to par. And in doing so, trying to build a rapport with coaches and ADs in town and stuff like this. And in this job, during the summer, baseball teams play on Sundays. So what I would do, so I didn't miss church, is I would go in, wake up at 3 or so in the morning, go into work and work in the dark, getting fields ready, and hopefully sunlight was up enough that I could chalk a field and all that without turning the lights on and have a field set for them to play on. But one Sunday I remember, and it sticks out because it kind of shows what it's like dealing with a narcissist in this God that we have. Where I was sitting there and it rained that Saturday night, Sunday morning, and the field was wet. And if I put some time into it, I could have got it in before first pitch, which was like 11 or 12 that day. But I would have to miss church on that. So I'm working my butt off, trying to get everything dried up, raking and dragging and all this, and I couldn't get it dried enough. I'm looking at my watch, and it's 7:30, 7:45, and we have to be at church at 8:30. So finally I relented and called Candy and said, I'm stuck here. I got to get this done. I look like a fool because the field will be dry by game time, but I can't do what I need to do to get it ready for game time before church goes. So I have to stay a little later and do it. So in this, I almost broke down into tears because I felt so bad for letting down God. I felt so bad because I didn't feel like I would be treated by a merciful, loving God in this, that I disappointed him. Kind of like you let down your father or something like this. But I didn't feel like he was going to let it go. It was going to be a mark on there that I chose to do this instead of go to church. And I look back on this, and I feel sad for that guy because he was trained and then manipulated and brainwashed into thinking he had to give everything to this God because this God demanded everything of him. Even extra time. He demanded that, you got this job that I put you in that you like doing, it's good and supports your family, but you're going to suffer and you're going to sacrifice physically by having to go in really early on these days and then try to stay awake for church and Sunday school and everything else afterwards. Everything was about serving this God, and nothing was about life happening or living life or just having a day off now and then. I felt so entrapped that I disappointed him on that Sunday. Because that's what they demand. They demand your complete and utter attention. And if you fall short, you're a horrible person for it. That's the God that we served as Christians.